Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of NJCU Smash Brothers action. My name is Keelan Miles, casting tonight with Taz Dragon with Aeon on production, and tonight we are out of NJCU's undefeated season and into the playoffs for their first round against the University of Albany.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Second round playoffs because, first seed gets a bye, but definitely we saw a pretty close match right before this from UAlbany. It was back and forth. It was a 2-1, so it was a match, but it was pretty convincing. The last game was, anyways.
It was technically a 2-1. I will give him that, but. What the University of Albany did was something I have not seen in a while. They sent in a player who double 9-stocked the enemy team after being down 1-0, and it was a Yoshi player. I don't actually have their tag, but watch out, because Yoshi is going to be a key theme going up against NJCU.
Yeah, Yoshi just... a character really known for just like sword normals with just like having, you have the nair, you have the fair to spike off stage, you got that back air doing so much damage, killing whenever you want it to. Got so many combo tools with like down tilt, F tilt, up tilt, all being amazing. And you can combo into the world off of all of them. And then Yoshi's got great fast smash attacks, and like he's got kill power out the wazoo. He's definitely a very good character, and he's even got a projectile, like very well balanced kit. And so if you can't really poke cracks in that armor when they're really on cooldown, like using an aerial, and you have to be able to punish that very small window that you have against Yoshi. Otherwise, it is one tough egg to crack.
But, well, might be making some omelets today, because NJCU does have some pretty good tools to deal with a Yoshi of that caliber. Specifically, we saw some Yoshi players come out from another team, might have been Farmingville? I don't know. But, a Yoshi player came out, and the one player who was very good at dealing with them was Hydra. And Hydra, we have been saying they're the best player on NJCU, but the way Hydra dealt with Yoshi is they had the ledge trapping on point, forcing Yoshi to burn his double jump, and then just breaking it with a strong back air, and then all of a sudden Yoshi is floating, fluttering helplessly down, and Hydra is a free punish. So if we see that, and we see Artie mimic that on his hot, Palutena, then that could be a good opening.
Yeah, and one thing that's always done really well into Yoshi is like actual swords, because his foot's still a hitbox for the most part, and so you can if you have a bigger disjoint than Yoshi does, you usually win. So that's why like a lot of these stronger matchups against Yoshi are like things like Ike, things like Roy, that have just the raw speed to be able to match up to Yoshi's amazing aerial drift, and still those strong moves, that strong disjoint that Roy has. So something like, I want to see maybe the Pyromithra to come out, and you're able to match the frame data, you're able to match the speed in the air, and you're able to kind of combo Yoshi when he really doesn't want you to. But the double jump armor is something that you do have to be very wary about when you are trying to true combo Yoshi, because Yoshi's one of those characters that frame 1, he clicks that jump button again, and he's out of a combo for free.
Yeah, well, speaking of combos and true zero to deaths, one player that I definitely have my eyes on is Ziglet. Mostly playing Luigi, but Ziglet has 40 tertiaries, so we don't know. He could pull out that Roy for all we know. But Ziglet is one key player who came alive in the last week of ECAC. I think completely destroying, 9-stocking the other team. It was 7-0.
Yep.
That was truly impressive. Really a story of improvement from Ziglet on that Luigi, and I'm honestly really looking forward to what he has in store for us tonight.
Yeah, that Luigi, while Yoshi might be able to mess up with his 0 to death combos, can still put in a lot of work just racking up percent, racking up just especially keeping Yoshi off stage with that plunger that we saw so many times gimp people. So definitely looking forward to how that ends up transpiring.
Yeah, the one thing Yoshi does have over it that I didn't see the last time Ziglet played a Yoshi was again and again and again, Ziggler would go for these kill confirms, the down throw into the Luigi Cyclone, down throw into the up B, and Yoshi would just go, whoop, jump right out of it. And that does put a hamper on Luigi's game plan, because Luigi does have some strong kill confirms. They're not exactly true, though, a large majority of the time. So got to be a lot cleaner on that if you want to actually polish off a Yoshi's stock.
Yeah, but other characters, you know, they didn't show much of the rest of their roster in the last match we saw of them, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult for us to really figure out who else is going to be playing. But definitely, it's gonna be a hype one. I want to see, I want to see close matches. So, but at the end of the day, this is like a pretty early match in the playoffs, so I'm not expecting a crazy, last stock, last match, match or anything. But we'll have to see once we get into the game.
And one of the main strengths of NJCU is how they have taken every match seriously, because they are going for the 3CAC, their third ECAC championship, undefeated. And that, I think that, if anything else, just proves utter dominance in the ECAC scene. So, looking forward to that, to see if they can continue that streak going on here against, once again, it is the University of Albany they'll be playing tonight.
Yep. So, gonna be pretty local, within the same area, so we'll have some rivalry there. So, and hopefully the connection's not. Yeah, I was like, hopefully the connection's not too bad. So it should end up working out in our favor. So, should be getting into game quite soon. But I'm trying to think what map picks you really want to pick into Yoshi, because Yoshi really likes killing off the top for the most part, but also really likes triplats. So it's kind of hard to pick something like Battlefield, because it's like Yoshi benefits so much off of those triplats, but like so do most of the characters that NJCU plays. But on the other side, you can always go for something completely flat and kind of put that Luigi up against the Yoshi and just punish Yoshi for not having the best I guess like the best tools to deal with something like an FD, and just have Luigi just do what he wants with the plunger and everything.
Yeah, one stage I did see them go to a lot against Yoshi was Kalos, and I actually really like that, because for one, no triplats where Yoshi can just juggle you off the top, and obviously Palu likes to juggle too, but I think with a multi-hit, Yoshi can sometimes just wiggle his way out of there, so maybe not the best. You'd rather just nullify Yoshi's advantage instead of trying to gain one of your own. And Kalos is also good because the last Yoshi we saw was very fond of using down B right at ledge, and we did actually see that from Albany's Yoshi one or two times. So Kalos, with the platform right there, you cannot do that, so it nullifies another one of Yoshi's tools.
Yeah, down B is such a good tool to like do those perfect like frame ledge trumps, and also just like beat out a lot of the moves that are coming out around there. And like you could even maybe delay it, or and like move it in a little bit and just look for a shield break, because that thing does so much shield damage right off the bat, especially with those stars. So let's see what stage pick they end up going for.
Yes, we're getting into our first match now. Usually it is Ziggler to open up with, usually on that Luigi, and after the momentum from 2 weeks ago, I have to assume it is going to be Ziggler. And I also have to assume University of Albany, they don't want to start out with that Yoshi. I assume the reason they lost last time is because they had that Yoshi player as their anchor, and they opened with them this time. So we might not be seeing that for a couple games. So as we start out, I want to see what else Albany has to offer, because like we said, we tried to do the research, but we didn't catch quite the first crew battle, and the last two crew battles were all that Albany Yoshi player.
Indeed, and looks like we got a Joker up against this Luigi, so has the AGA to kind of zone out the Yoshi for a little bit, but the sword, or the I guess the dagger that comes out from Joker not the best at dealing with Luigi's tools because of just the nature of he still has to kind of get into that CQC range. So, but I do want to see if Ziggler can find an opening with one of these plungers.
And very desperate to get the grab right now. Ziggler really hoping to get the grab out of somewhere, but only connecting the Zairs. And you can see Joker really exploiting that. Going up from above, getting a lot of just really, really nice hits coming in, but no real combos. And because of that, Ziggler gets one hit, and it's immediately almost even percent. But there's your friend Arsene coming out.
Yep, Arsene is already out, and so this makes that 61% look even scarier because we know how potent back air is. We've seen it all from MKLeo, killing at such obscene percents and punishing Luigi for, probably his worst thing, which is his recovery. So can be quite scary, but Arsene is away for now. Ziggler survives to live it, or survives another day, and now he's off stage and in the corner. Ooh.
Oh, and the misfire saves Ziglet's life right there, getting under the stage before the downbeat comes out, and now getting the read on some of these rebel guards that Suni is throwing out. So that's going to mean they're not going to get as much as Arsene, but they're going to have one more maybe on the stock, but that up smash going to take away the stock, and just like that, Ziggler is up 3-2.
Yep, beautiful stuff. That dash attack on shield, not safe, but that up smash has beautiful frame data for what it needs to do. Looking for the up smash read, but not quite going to get it. Cyclone, a pretty difficult thing to read where they're going to end up going because it gives the Luigi access to so much aerial drift a lot of the time, so can be quite tough, and it is invulnerable when it is in the air, so can be quite tough. Ooh, Gunn looking for a gimp, but not going to find it. Back in the corner, Ziggler is.
And Ziggler is going to escape that corner, just rolling right through. It seems like the Suni player, they really, really want to get these kills, and they were great at low percent, but they can't find the kill, and that's not something you usually say about someone with Arsene.
Yep. Ooh. Down tilt, not quite gonna do it. Still not able to. Back throw gonna take him off again. Oh, that was close. The plunger almost getting too.
Yeah, the down tilts, they're really going for these safe options, which I usually appreciate if you're up. They do eventually manage to get Ziggler off stage, put a little too much pressure on him. He's gonna SD, and because of that, never mind. No even stocks at all. 2-1 for Ziggler after that up B.
Yeah, but great stuff. Reading the Rebel Guard, got a little too handsy with it, and able to punish him with that Sure You Can. So Greens. Ooh. That was, it's looking a little hairy.
Uh-oh. Going for that two-frame, not going to hit it. Now, control of center stage goes to them, but you can't just dash attack Luigi's shield. That's going to give you an up B for your trouble, as NJCU leads over Suni 8-6 after that.
Yep, definitely great stuff. Ziggler just consistently punishing these unsafe, approaches on his shield. We really need to we really need to see some safer approaches. Luigi has so many good out of shield options with his cyclone, with his up B, as well as with his the up smash for kills. You can even look at Nair to be able to maybe combo out after. So definitely I want to see maybe something a little bit more heavily projectile focused than something like the Joker, because Joker requires again so much more CQC, whereas things that really punish Luigi are just things that keep him at bay, good projectile zoners in this game,
or swords. And honestly though, I think the key issue is something we see with a lot of mid-level players. Like I've always said, to be a low-level player you need to master movement or killing, and then to be a mid-level player, you need to have two. And it seemed like that Joker had good movement, good low percent combos, and just couldn't find the way to get the kills. And that could be, it's a consistent problem for a lot of players, getting those kill confirms online. Ziggler had no trouble with it whatsoever. And even though there was an early deficit in percents, Ziggler was just consistently able to get the punishes that led to early stocks.
Yeah, definitely. I think that it just makes, I don't know, Ziggler was able to find those stocks. It was just, it seemed like the Joker player just was consistently getting almost impatient, and looking for like, rather than looking for those neutral interactions to win and look for a confirm off of, he just started looking for those dash attacks, and it was just consistently like something like a down tilt that would hit, but it just doesn't kill even with Arsene. You have to get such high percent, especially on a map like FD. Like, while it is like a pretty average ceiling, like it's not gonna kill even, Luigi's a midweight. He's not super light. Like, down tilt's not gonna be something that's gonna be killing. It's more of a combo tool, and so it's something that you need to look for those more consistent kill moves and setups that Joker has access to, because there are so many of them that you gotta start throwing them out more.
Oh, for sure. And you talked about one good way to deal with Luigi was to keep him at bay. And there are two main ways to do that. You can either go for a more sword-based character, a lot of disjoints there, or you can go for a projectile-based character. Which would you prefer to see come out against Ziggler?
I don't know. It really depends, because Luigi doesn't have the greatest aerial drift. More going side to side, especially, and so like projectile zoners that have a lot of access to, like, and the projectile zoners of this game are insane because they all have good frame data for some godforsaken reason. So anything from a Pac-Man to a Richter, they still have those CQC options. So that's why I really like having that, like, the heavier projectile type zoner character against Luigi, because they're able to beat him out not just in that range game, but like they have buttons to, like, if Luigi tries to get close, they have those buttons to kind of deal with it. And like, because the main thing that Luigi really wants, as we've always seen, is like really looking for these plungers, and now we see the Yoshi coming out. So I don't like it the best, but if he does have the options in the close quarters combat, it can make life a lot easier.
Yeah, the one thing we have been seeing is Ziggler was very good at getting the kills. Yoshi is someone who can avoid the down throw kill setup, so as long as you don't do anything too unsafe on shield, might be able to live for very long.
Yeah, definitely. And so it is going to have to be a little bit more neutral heavy for Ziggler, and Yoshi with some of the best aerial drift in the game. So have to be scared of Yoshi just constantly approaching with these amazing aerials he has.
We're just going for the down B out of shield right there. Very optimistic, but not going to connect. And now Ziggler is just going to be hanging out under the platform. Hard time getting in, but oh, that spike. Meaty right down into the blast zone.
Yep, that fair punishing Luigi's recovery. One thing that he does have a troublesome time at doing. We have, that is the bane of all Luigi mains existences. That's the thing they have to work on so they don't get punished too hard. But whoo, I thought he caught the double jump with that. That was a spooky plunger, but the plungers are getting double jumped out, so it's not too bad. So
that is one thing that's not going to break the armor at all, so not going to have to worry too much about that. But the Sunni player right now, Yoshi, really does want to have to be careful of that, but can't double jump out of that kill confirm. The perfect percent to get the down throw into up B, but that's a nice up air string, but too low percent to really get a follow-up on it. Ziggler's able to just get out.
Yep. Oh, another grab though, and that's going to be some massive percent. And there's the air dodge out, actually. Not even the double jump.
Yeah, not quite true right there, and because of that, Ziggler gonna be at a deficit. I do believe is in a down throw kill confirm percent, but you can see they know that they don't want to interact at all. They want to eat some more fireballs before they get back in grab range.
Yeah, and you definitely, that I said earlier that he does have the projectile with the egg, and it is very safe and very helpful for a lot of these neutral interactions. And he gets the down throw, but doesn't quite get anything off of it. And there it is.
Oh, too much shield damage to contend with, and the noggin floggin's gonna send Ziggler off stage. And while NJCU still has a slight stock advantage, Ziggler was able to steal one away. That'll be Sunni getting it pretty close at 5-6 right now. Going into our next pick, I assume it's gonna be Artie. You don't want to throw Ziggler out there quite yet. or Hydra out there quite yet, and that's the kind of
Yeah,
thing where I think it's better to just drop shield. I don't think that would have killed it that percent.
yeah. I said it earlier. It does so much damage to shield, and so especially because it locks you in shield stun when you get hit by the initial up hit. So after that, the stars are coming, and they're just gonna do so much work to pop that shield, especially with the buffs that came out for it. So you know if you're holding shield too long, you're waiting for those grabs, really looking for them, and fiending for them. That's just what ends up happening, because you're gonna be stuck in shield, you're gonna be chilling, trying to look for a shield grab, but Yoshi's just gonna be like, I'm gonna run up, down BU, and there goes your shield. So great stuff for UAlbany to even it up for the most part. They're only one stock down now, so definitely no 9 stocks from Ziglet today, but definitely still able to get 4 stocks for himself. So great stuff.
Mm-hmm. And now we're likely looking at a Palutena Yoshi matchup, and this is the one where I said ledge trapping is one of the most important traits, specifically how good Palutena is just covering every option Yoshi has from ledge. How do you feel about the Palutena Yoshi matchup coming up?
Yeah, like as you said, ledge trapping's the name of the game. That down tilt, just so much pressure that you have to deal with when it does come out. If you're trying to sit on ledge, then you have the grab to do anything with jumps. You have the nair or the fair, or any of the aerials really to hit you back off stage, and have to just repeat the process again. And yeah, you got the best aerial in the game, the nair, to just prevent really anything from happening. So it's quite unfortunate for the Yoshi player. So you're gonna have to get really creative with using that really weird momentum that Yoshi can gain very fast with that egg. So definitely, I can see some creative ways to getting back on stage though.
I am blessed with the knowledge of all sorts of stuff about aerial momentum and drift, so Yoshi actually does have the highest momentum in the game, the highest airspeed, but not the highest acceleration. That's Puff. And that's why Puff can, like, sort of aerial dash dance, but it is going to be... I actually can't tell if that's Hydra. I think that's Hydra's color, so I think that actually might be Hydra coming in here.
It would make sense if they watched that last series. You see the Yoshi, and you're just like, a little scary to deal with this Yoshi. So let's just put up our best player and match it out and try to finish it out nice and quick.
Mm-hmm. As it is going to be a neutral start right here, and immediately the projectile is coming out here. Yeah, this is definitely Hydra's playstyle, I think, if I'm being honest. No, Hydra is not above using Palu's strength to its greatest effectiveness. But the teleport cancel is going to be caught right away. You know where Palu's going. There's an edge right there, and you know she's going to cancel off it.
Yep, it is just so free for her to get back into that neutral stage, and we're on Yoshi's namesake stage, so it's gonna be pretty difficult for both these characters, because on this stage, blast zones are very close on all quarters, and there are triplats, and both these characters love themselves some triplats. So killing off the top really easy, killing off the side really easy. So it's gonna be a scary one when these players start getting into kill percent. That's very, very soon.
Yeah, and I think this is really a battle between the two powerhouses of these two teams. As Hydra... Oh, you can't air dodge on that. As Hydra just covers every option with the up smash. The only thing they could have done is maybe just drifted back to go to ledge. But like I said, the speed is good, not the acceleration. So once you commit to a direction, it's hard to change it.
Yep. I guess at the same time, unless you have... Oh!
Hydra!
As I said...
Okay.
Smallest ceiling.
We're gonna
get
need
spooky when you get up there.
That was... Okay. Let's break this down. Okay, we're just doing the entire game right here. So what that was Hydra getting a nair extension, but I think the player might have SDI'd out because they didn't get as much percent as they would have wanted. So what they short hopped side bead. The explosive flame extended that. Okay, let's see this. Let's see this. Yep, they do the short in
Oh,
two, and then the lag is low enough that they can just jump right up and up air. Fantastic. Coming out there. A Hydra.
beautiful read from Hydra on that side B, because you're just like, I know you're just gonna air dodge out of this, so I'm gonna punish you with this explosive flame, and you just take his life for it, I guess. And that's one thing in this game is those directional air dodges put you in a lot of landing lag, so it is very tough once you commit to one of those. And if you get one of those reads, you can do a lot.
Yeah, and like you said, the blast zones on Yoshi's very small. So as soon as that explosive flame connected over the top, I knew it was over. Because, again, why would you expect to do the hard DI out and down on that? That's not where you DI for Nair. So they were not in the right place. They didn't react to the DI at all, and the up air connected flawlessly. But I think I've actually haven't seen that explosive flame as a combo tool as much. Like you said, that was a hard read on top platform.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like that's really what it was. It was like, I'm nair stringing you. I know what you're gonna be spamming out of a nair string. You're gonna be holding that L or R button, and you just punish them for it. And that's something that like you have to be aware of when you deal with it, just because like you need to realize that like, I'm not gonna get comboed after this. You have to, not panic and use that panic button really. And so I really want to see who and what character really they send up against this Palutena, because after that showing, I would be shaking in my boots regardless of what player I play or what character I play.
And like we said, we're not sure. We can't say this for certain, but in our theory crafting from the way we saw University of Albany playing last time, I think that Yoshi player was their best, seeing as that who they sent out first to get the double 7-0. So now that last player has a tall order to fill out, because obviously now you want to save that Yoshi to be the anchor, to be someone who might be able to contest Hydra now that they have some experience. But that's not what it's looking like, as we are going into our final game now. It is going to be an Inkling player coming out.
Inkling, a character that was renowned for the longest time to be secretly broken, and just the unseen just strengths of this character. It's like the character has too many tools that it can't be broken, or it can't not be broken. So everyone was like, this character's broken, someone's just gotta figure it out. And lots of options, the back air, the roller, the up B just being super insane. You just you're just able to get onto stage for basically free with that up B from anywhere. And so makes your life a lot easier, has great combo tools. But the main problem is that unless you're really falling into that roller, it's quite hard to kill on Inkling if you mess up. Ooh, the down tilt.
Oh, getting the 2-frame 2 onto the Inkling up B. I don't even think it was necessary, because that Inkling player has been going onto stage with the up B time and time again, hoping to get a free punish if they get the Ink Splash hitbox. But it's not going to connect this time, as, there's the side B coming out. Not going to be quite a combo tool because you didn't get important, but still, above Palutena and everywhere you want to be, as Hydra is just choking the life out of this Inkling.
Just not letting this man be. Just, Palutena loves it when you are above her, because she gets to do whatever she wants. And the ledge trump back air. Back air is quite strong and gets a lot of mileage, and we're seeing why it is such an amazing kill tool for Palutena.
And Hydra does slightly drop those Nair trains, but up 3 stocks to 1, you can't fault them. They're trying to go for some flashy stuff, as it will be the Inkling player taking center stage, having a slight lead in percent over Hydra. But again, just one mistake, and that is all Hydra needs to take the advantage right back and start swinging at you.
Yeah, and that looked almost to be a repeat of the last time, getting a combo off the explosive flame, but not quite yet. Looking for these dares off stage. The re-grab. Looking a little scary, but able to get back in. And still, this first stock not going away for Hydra.
Like you said, Inkling hard time killing, as we see, going for some of these raw forward smashes, a roll-up smash onto the platform, hoping Hydra lands there. But against a player of Hydra's caliber, it's hard to find those, and eventually, they're just gonna get the rage up air to finish off Suni 6-0 right now. And seeing as the best player didn't even get a stock of Hydra, it is looking like dire straits for the side of Suni.
Yeah, that's that's the first match gone. 6 stocks still being up is quite scary. So that's still game one. We saw maybe a mix up in pace, maybe a mix up in character selection, maybe a mix up in order of your players can make a pretty big difference. So at the end of the day, we might be able to see maybe a closer game two, but that game one was quite convincing from NJCU.
Oh, yeah. Because not only did Ziglet get an early lead, and even though Ziglet did struggle against the Yoshi player, there's really not a lot you can do when you are just not getting any, like I said, no room to breathe when you're playing against Hydra. Because that's really what Hydra does to you. You feel like you can't choose any option without being punished, so you go for some outlandish stuff that gets you killed at like 30. That's what we've been seeing.
Yeah, and but it's not like Ziglet was a detriment. He still did his job. He still got 4 stocks. Like it's not like he didn't do anything. It's not like he got 3 stocks or anything. He still got 4 stocks out of the way. That's almost half the team at that point. And so he still put in his work, and they still have a whole nother player bringing up the rear after that. So if Ziglet's able to get something get 4 stocks again, it's gonna be very tough for UAlbany to really do anything. And we saw Ziglet's consistently this opener, so we might even have to see the Yoshi come out off the bat to see if it's the one who's gonna deal with this Luigi.
But I don't think you really want that Yoshi to have to weather the storm and go all the way through, because then it might just be, I think you would rather have the Yoshi give an even matchup against Hydra. Get a 3-stock to 3-stock going. Make it sure they don't start with the deficit, because right now, you'd rather deal with Ziglet and Artie. And Artie is one player I have to mention, because we got to start putting up some missing posters looking for Artie, because based on how Ziglet was popping off last week, how Hydra is doing Hydra things right now, where's Artie? Where does Artie get to play the game? Because Artie's a good player.
Yeah, he's just sitting back chilling in his chair. He's got his legs up. He's eating a snack. He's like, my boy's got this. I don't even have to try right now. So he's chilling right now. So definitely, he doesn't have to worry too much. But at the end of the day, it really depends on how they're able to kind of deal with the initial pressure that Ziglet's able to keep putting on with this Luigi. And so either you can go for something like the Yoshi and kind of try to delete it off the map and just 3-stock Ziglet, or you can maybe even look to throw that Inkling up against it, because Inkling does have the Splatter Bomb and the Ink Splat neutral B, so it can deal with a lot of the stuff that Luigi tries to do early on. But again, not the best disjoints from Inkling. You have the back air, so it's not the worst, it's not the best. It's kind of it's a good button, but at the same time, it's Luigi might just be able to, shark you, do, just ridiculous things, and might even just hit you with a plunger if you try to go in with that back air. So it becomes a lot scarier. And the thing is, Luigi also has that 1-frame option out of really, I would say, Inkling's main way to kill a lot of people is you see all these charts that Inkling mains have made for these up throw, up air percents. So if you're not able to get that, then you have the 1-frame option from Luigi. So even the slightest difference in percent could really make or break that. So Inkling quite difficult to deal with that 1-frame option out of Luigi. So I don't know. It's kind of a tough situation that UAlbany's put in right now.
Mm-hmm. Because obviously, I don't think you want to send in the other player who didn't do that great against. I mean, getting down to 1 stock, it's admirable, but the Yoshi was really where it's at, because Yoshi was really able to get off stage, and the spike onto Ziglet, that was really what convinced me. Getting aggressive off stage is how you have to deal with Luigi, and Yoshi, scary character to do it with, but really good tools overall to punish people when they're a little bit without ground beneath.
Yeah, and like maybe even just like maybe it's just a gameplay mix-up that the Joker needs to be a little bit more aggressive off stage because Joker has those options, and looks like we see the Joker play coming out first, but we see a little bit of a mix-up from Ziglet going for the Diddy Kong instead of
I
the.
feel like players listen to our commentary, listen to our analysis, and they're like, "What can we do right now to get rid of all of that, make the last 6 minutes irrelevant?" As like you said, Ziglet coming out on the Diddy Kong, a character I've never seen before, but they do have 40 tertiaries, so this might as well be one of them. Hitting the Rebels guard right away. Not gonna matter as they do have center stage, but the more they combo, the more Zuni is getting up to that Arsene percent. But if you don't get a chance to throw out a move, does it really matter?
Yeah, it is a tough one, and Diddy Kong actually one of the better characters to deal with Arsene or with Joker as a whole because you have really good neutral options with that banana, and Joker doesn't have the best item throw. Also doesn't have it does have a little bit of a tough time dealing with that banana just in general in neutral. So and Diddy Kong has so many options to deal with Joker off stage because Joker does have that tether recovery without Arsene and can do so much work with it. But Diddy Kong, one of those characters that can deal with a tether recovery very, very well when he needs to.
But is having a very tough time.
Ooh.
Could have been a gimp right there if Ziglet hadn't been ready with a finger on the trigger, as it is almost tied up right now. The City players brought it back, but one thing we did see from last time, a little bit trouble killing. We'll see how they do now that they've had time to think about how to better their approaches here. Ziglet is definitely in kill percent.
Yep. Ooh, the jab gonna set him off. Do have the gun to deal with the banana. Ooh.
Oh!
Beautiful stuff. Beautiful gimp. That is also Diddy Kong's pretty disgusting or pretty big glaring weakness. Ooh. Beautiful down tilt up smash. No one's gonna forget about that after Smash 4. Everyone saw that. So but yeah, like Diddy Kong's main weakness is his recovery. It does, his up B requires it to be charged, and even then, it doesn't have the most vertical capabilities. And he already has his side B to, recover horizontally for the most part. So it becomes a tough task, and especially against that down gun that we all love to hate, to be completely honest. And so, it can be a struggle with such a long-lasting hitbox to deal with that. So.
And I'm looking to see that down gun coming out soon. Like, if they're able to get Ziglet off stage again. Get a lot of percent on them, but no moves to actually get them off of there. As the Rebels guard is going to give them Arsene. There's some moves to get them off stage. Or Ziglet respecting the Arsene, hoping to get something. Oh, the raw forward smash right there in neutral. That's a little questionable with Joker at 37%, but the multi-hit does get rid of Arsene faster. Trying to take back center stage, and they do actually get the down tilt. The combo starter gets Suni off stage now. There's a lot of pressure on them. Almost fell right into that bananas. Oh, they go too low. They're not going to make back the stage. And just like that, one neutral interaction, and Ziglet has the lead again.
Yeah, but that Rebels guard, once again, getting so much mileage, and that's almost Arsene back with that meter build just so fast. Ooh, looking for the peanut. Not able to get anything done. But, down tilt again, but the Tetrakarn gonna keep him away. And, I don't know, it's very tough. The Diddy Kong needs to really needs to get rid of the stock. The one thing that's bothering me about this Joker's gameplay is he's not using his best move. It's like, the best move, it's just back air. Just back air. Just back air the character. Like, just use it. And you'll be so much you get so much further with this character, and I don't think I've seen one in this match, and it's just such a good move, and it's so good. It has such good frame data, and the up B gonna miss, not gonna grab the ledge,
and just like that, Ziglet is up in a similar situation, 8-6, what we saw last time, and that's kind of a brutal statement coming in here, especially as Ziglet on a tertiary doing the same amount of work that they did last time. Though I gotta say, the Diddy Kong looking nice. Had some schmovement right there. You saw the B reverses coming out non-stop. Though, if I'm being honest, Zigglet, a majority of the time they B reversed right into the danger zone, right into a Joker's. I saw forward smash, forward tilt, all sorts of things. You were just going, reversing your momentum right into them.
Yeah, a little bit tough, but we saw, just the clean confirms that we seek out of a character like Luigi. We're able to see like those down tilt combos with a banana as well, and it's just like able to get a lot of mileage out of these neutral interactions that he is winning, which is what you need to do with someone like Diddy Kong and what you need to do someone like Luigi. So I can see the kind of parallels that make sense. You have that very like straightforward kind of like one track mind combo starter in that Diddy Kong down tilt as well as the banana, so it's a lot easier. But like once you hit it, it's just you can do the world with it, so it makes life super easy. And we saw the down tilt up smash, we saw the down tilt fair to get him off stage, and so it just it's really great stuff coming out from Zigglet off the bat. But let's see what they come up with to deal with the banana man himself.
And again, I gotta wonder, do you send in the Yoshi now, or do you go for the Inkling? Because I think Inkling, with a very good grounded neutral game, can very easily play around that banana. Because Inkling, the one thing that's very good about them, a great dash dance. One of the only characters in this game that it really feels like they can dash dance. That is very good for microspacing around that banana, making sure that you don't get caught up slipping, you can't get tripping, and I feel like that could be a reasonable answer to Zigglet's Diddy Kong.
Yeah, and one of the best jabs in the game as well. So like, even if you are like maybe just rolling up, pivoting into a jab, like you're fine with doing that and even committing to it into these bananas. So like, you don't even have that bad of setups, and you have amazing combo potential out of the banana for the most part anyways, with just all the aerials that that Inkling has with the nair and the bear to knock them off stage, and a pretty decent way to deal with Diddy Kong's recovery as well, with that splat bomb and just ledge trapping Diddy Kong into oblivion especially if Diddy Kong's like recovering from far off stage and not able to set up that banana before he gets on. Diddy Kong's life becomes very difficult when he's on ledge by himself.
Mm-hmm. And that is one thing I am looking to see NJCU, UAlbany exploit more. Because almost every character they play, except maybe Yoshi, but even then, the egg and maybe just the forward air, raw forward air, have very good tools for interrupting those bongo jetpack, I don't know what it's called, the up B. And I need to be seeing that, because the down gun off ledge was flawless right there, but we didn't see that all the time because it was very hard to get Zigglet off stage. But I know I used to play Jigglypuff. When I went to edgeguard Diddy Kong, I'm like, okay, stretching out my tech finger right now. We better be ready, because after I nair them, they're going to be, well, probably going to be an untechable. These characters don't have to deal with that. Down gun, splat bomb, egg. They all have tools to just exploit Diddy Kong off stage. We need to be seeing them use them.
Yeah, definitely. And like, yeah, again, like Diddy, immaculate neutral game. He's got the banana, he's got the peanut gun, he's got all those projectiles, he's got all those grabbables that he can mess around, and he's got the beer reverses to mess around with his momentum. He's got crazy stuff to deal with when he's on stage. But when he's off stage, he becomes a lot less of a threat, because it is very linear on how he's gonna get back to stage, and you're just gonna you have very easy options to kind of deal with what he's planning on doing. And we see the Yoshi coming out in the middle as well again.
It is gonna be D-Danger. Rocking the red Yoshi, the AMSA colors, all the way from Melee. And we're going to Kalos, too. This one I talked about was usually a nice counter pick against Yoshi, because no triplat to get the up air strings, and no real, not a lot of great ledge options for Yoshi. As Zigglet immediately runs forward under that platform with a dash grab, gonna catch them. Zigglet taking center stage back, though, with a quick forward air. The grabs right there, calling out the shield. I really do like that. Rolling right into the banana and slipping up. Not going to get punished too hard for it, though, as the neutral is reset.
Yeah, and really, Yoshi not being as oppressive as he normally is with his frame data choosing to go a little bit more campier with the eggs at max range, so can be a little bit scarier for him. But Yoshi does have, for the most part, some pretty good frame data to mess around with Diddy Kong in those close quarter situations. So can but yeah, like, you have the projectiles from Diddy Kong, so I think he's just trying to pay respect to it. But one thing that you can do is you can just kind of prevent Diddy from even setting up the banana in the first place, and I think that's honestly Yoshi's better game plan in this matchup. But we're seeing that he is going for the more passive approach, letting Diddy get his banana, and just, you know, maybe just trying to not interact with it and punish him for his stuff afterwards. And looking for the egg off stage, but not finding it.
The thing about that banana, though, nice downbeat, is they're getting the setup, a lot of banana control, but they're not really respecting the other options Zigglet has. Finally catching them in the air right there, and at max rage, they're not going to survive long. 2 stocks to 1 right now. Still a lead for the Yoshi from Suni, but still very tough. But they do have on ledge with no banana. Zigglet going to be able to take back center stage, and now just playing a very slow game. There is the aggression you were talking about, not letting the banana go onto the ground.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Yoshi has those good options and is just kind of able to smother Diddy Kong with a lot of these options. And that's not something you want to be doing, but it can be, you know, a really good option to kind of, you know, make sure Diddy doesn't have Diddy has like decent options out of shield. He has the up B, which is pretty unsafe, to be completely honest. And he has the Nair as well, which is not too bad of frame data. So as long as you're not getting too aggressive on the shield, you can kind of just start smothering him with a lot of the amazing frame data with that Nair that Yoshi has.
And looking to see an air on stage, but actually does have the banana right there. Not going to get the re-grab off a shield, though. Just going to hold on right now as Zigglet gets the banana back. We're just following the banana patch kit right now. But in the center stage, it will be the Yoshi Suni player. Going to be really just hanging out under this platform. Able to get the back air out of shield, send Zigglet off stage, but going for the hard read on that up smash. Just going to DI in a little bit, drift away. Not going to be caught by that, and the trip actually does come out. Not really a follow-up, though. Just a dash attack as Zigglet maybe followed into the pressure a little bit there.
Yep.
Maybe not.
And the down tilt up smash. The classic, beautiful stuff coming out from Zigglet to close out that second stock, and more mileage out of the Diddy than we got out of the Luigi. So 5 stocks for him. So let's see if he maybe survives this one, or is gonna get taken out by UAlbany's player.
These high percent situations, though, that's where we've seen Zigglet shine the most, because Ziglet's got those kill confirms on lock. A lot of players do not. One down tilt into an offstage situation, and D-Danger, they could be done for. They're already almost caught up in percent, and Zigglet completely controlling this neutral game as D-Danger has resorted to just throwing eggs out there, hoping to land something to get a combo going, getting a kill confirm started, but instead it'll be the Nair out of shield that gets Zigglet off stage, but it's not enough. Already, they're at higher percent than Zigglet was. So many good kill moves from Yoshi, but so many good kill setups. But it will eventually be the moves that win it out in the end. The up smash catches the roll away. And slight stock lead still from NJCU, but getting 2 stocks off of that Yoshi after only getting 1 last time, that's impressive from Zigglet.
Yeah, and that last stock was just so unfortunate. It was the weak star coming out from the down B, sends him into a tech situation. He misses the tech, has to roll away, and then just gets up smashed for it. And Yoshi has an amazing up smash. Well, it isn't a Fox up smash, but it is good enough for getting these kills, even on Kalos. Yeah, it's a really good up smash. So great stuff from him, and yeah, it was just up smash for up smash, to be completely honest. That was just the story of this game, to be completely honest. You see the star, you see the roll, and it's just all over from there. It's just whew.
It's like, I got the advantage. This is where it all got going, though, where got the parry. Break my shield once, shame on me. Break it twice? Well, we haven't gotten to see that yet because whenever a Yoshi gets a shield break, and I think Zigglet 3 times, I think Zigglet has died to a Yoshi down B shield break on stream, but never twice in a single stream. Let it be said, Zigglet learns. Maybe not between streams, but between sets, definitely. As right now, only 4 stocks left for University of Albany to take this home, get something on the board. And they got 1 stock on Yoshi, 3 on Inkling. Neither of those held up against Hydra, so I would not be surprised to see Artie just call it an early night and let Hydra clean it up from here.
Maybe, yeah. We saw the movement he was able to put in on that Palutena last time against this Yoshi, the beautiful clean stock that he had, and maybe he takes him to the namesake stage once again and just mops the floor with him again. But we saw the Yoshi, no slouch of his own, able to really clutch it up against some other players in the previous match. So maybe he can still put in some work.
Yes, we're looking forward to see it. At the moment, NJCU, like we said, number 1 seed, undefeated, going for their 3rd ECAC championship. This is the kind of gameplay we see that gives them that ability to just soldier through any matchup. Because, sure, they might falter a little bit in the first crew battle. The second crew battle, though, very different story, as we see coming out here. Zigglet, who kind of really struggled against the Yoshi, almost. I mean, that was a last stock situation. That was as good as you can get without beating them.
And that was almost 6 stocks that he took. That would have been the 6th stock, and so he's even getting more mileage. And so you can definitely see the adaptation, the download being complete, as people like to say, and you're really able to see the adaptation of the NJCU players over the course of this match, and just able to kind of pick apart the nuances and the habits of a lot of these players. And as we saw Hydra with the reads last game, and I really want to see what he can come up with this game, because we saw those air dodge reads, and if he can get more of those, it can get real spicy up in here.
And we haven't really gotten to talk about Artie. Artie does have a very good movement as Palu, and I think that is probably his greatest strength, the way he's able to just flow like water around the stage. That is also very good against Yoshi, because you need to be almost predicting where they're going to be and moving around it, because Yoshi is one of the other characters I think I could call an aerial rushdown character, because that's just how fast Yoshi is in the air.
Yeah, definitely. It's just it's nairs and bears and forward airs and just everything coming out when Yoshi's coming at you. You're just gonna get smothered by a lot of these this frame data. And so, but Palu, with those amazing disjoints that she has, able to kind of keep up with Yoshi. And so if you're able to kind of weave in and out of these platforms, weave in and out with these teleport cancels, and with a lot of the tricky stuff Palu can do, and the amazing invulnerability that they added to her back air, God knows why, but if you're able to hit that, it's never going to get stuffed out. So you're just able to do, put in a lot of work. And even a lot of the multi hits, like Yoshi's back air, you'll still be able to beat it out if you time it correctly. So it can get quite crazy sometimes with Palu's back air. So if you're able to do that, or Shark with her up air, as we saw the last set, that we saw Hydra just be able to just once you're above her, you're just not able to ever come down.
Oh, there he is, the White Reshiram himself, Artie, debuting on tonight's stream to hopefully take the last stock of this Yoshi, and feasibly just finish off Suni right now, as get a lag test going just to make sure this new player isn't causing any disruptions. 1 stock to 3 right now, as Artie is trying desperately to finish off whatever Suni's got.
Indeed. And I said, beautiful disjoints coming up from Palutena, one of the best projectiles in the game. So it's gonna be a lot of work for this Yoshi to really get some work in. And We see that flutter off the bat, racking up some percent, and that move, when it hits you just a couple times, it racks up a lot of percent. So already going for these hard reads for these fast KO potential. So let's see what he can do really in this neutral game otherwise.
The down throw is a good start, but not quite able to get the forward air there. The down B right at ledge is interesting, but at such a high percent, I can't blame them for just going for it, as the Yoshi player really keeping them on the edge. The danger right now, not gonna fall into that explosive flame. They're still having flashbacks to the last time.
Yeah, definitely gonna be more wary with that air dodge button when a lot of these combos are hitting him. And looking for that down B and finding other options out of that disadvantaged state that Yoshi does have access to. So 119 on Palutena. Oh, that a lot of these kill moves connect. If they connect, that's a dead Palutena, and he's really fishing for him. We see every smash attack in Yoshi's arsenal being used there. Oh, that was a spooky one. Woo. Landing right on top of that charging up smash, and the down air or the down B actually gonna end up closing it out.
I actually don't mind the down B now that I think about it more and more. But actually falling out of the explosive flame right there, they're not gonna have the jump. They didn't have it after that, and Artie gets the gimp, and just like that, 5-3 for NJCU. And
I think he double jumped it, and so it ate like the first like multi-hit part, and then the like he was still in the weak part of the last hitbox, and so he just didn't have his jump afterwards, and he tried to be back on stage and wasn't able to. Like that's pretty unlucky, but great stuff from Artie, looking knowing exactly where this Yoshi's gonna try to do something, and yeah. Went for the double jump, wasn't quite able to get it, and just didn't have it for the recovery after that. So great stuff. Explosive Flame is just the bane of this Yoshi's existence, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's the bane of most characters' existences. It's arguably one of the best projectiles in the entire game, based on the fact that not only is it an amazing spacing tool, you can also shorten it to mix up your opponents and use it as a combo tool, apparently. And also steal away Yoshi's double jump. Who knew? I was watching. I was seeing frame by frame where was the jump stolen, and my only guess is that they were trying to like buffer it out of the multi-hit, and something I don't know. Magic. Palu's a goddess. It's gone.
She is a god for a reason, so she can do those things sometimes. She has those godlike moves with that explosive flame, and just saying no to Yoshi's double jump and saying no, it's just gonna disappear once explosive flame's used. So great stuff from him, from Artie. Able to show his face on the stream, for the first time in a while. So great stuff. Losing one stock, no big deal. And now probably going to be going against this Inkling. So we'll see if he's able to live up to the movement that Hydra was able to put on, or it's going to be a little bit of a different story. But let's see what this Inkling really has to say about Artie.
The one thing about that Inkling player that I did notice, and I don't like to sit here and criticize players, but they were going on to stage as Inkling again and again and again. And when they weren't, their recovery was pretty exploitable. We saw Hydra getting the 2-frame again and again and again. And while obviously that is Hydra, it still shows that even with one of the best recoveries in the game, Inkling... Oh, never mind. Going to be going for the Pyra Mithra instead. Neon blue. Matching Palutena's hair.
Indeed. And Pyra Mithra got the sword disjoints, something that Palutena doesn't like to deal with for the most part, so can be a tough one if some of these combos get going, and Palutena the perfect weight for comboing, and we see off the bat the nair into these up air strings, looking for a decent chunk of damage, evening up the percent pretty fast, and even being ahead a little bit, and immediately switching to the Pyro quite early, actually.
Yeah, I think the Pyro came out a little too early right there, as now they're in disadvantage, and even though Mithra's good at getting out of that, you gotta get the air dodge somewhere. Now coming down as the Pyro, again, they really favor these stronger hidden characters.
Definitely, but ooh, switching to the Mithra and getting the side B off and perfectly spacing that to get back onto ledge. So pretty good character knowledge to be able to do that in a jiffy. So great stuff from him. It's not just a secondary. He might be playing this from time to time, but that fair, deceptively strong with those heals.
Yes, this is going to be immediately trying to even up those percents. Not really finding a way in. The Mithra seems a little bit shakier. Getting the down tilt in an air, that's nice, but immediately going to the Pyra as soon as Artie is off stage. Artie exploits the slow options, and anytime the Pyra comes out, Artie is immediately in advantage.
Yeah, and fire beats fire there. The explosive flame just a better version of that side B, and preventing this Pyra to really get her game plan going, because Pyra, while she does have those harder hitting moves, can just kind of zone you out with that side B a lot of times. So, Artie preventing that from really starting in the first place, and is not, it doesn't really care about taking this this chip damage from the Mithra consistently, but
Ooh.
Almost getting the conversion off the down air. Not quite good enough though.
Yeah, now going for the Pyra ledge trapping. The Nair will eventually take the stock as Artie is down one, but one back throw off stage realistically could take it away, as just going to shield that, but actually getting the spot dodge out before the dash grab hits, as Artie now has center stage in a very good position against Pyramithra, but not a lot coming from it. Really having trouble finishing this off. Playing it safe, of course, but the longer you play it safe, the more chances Mithra has to win neutral.
Yep, and the side B actually punishing it off and looking to just end it all, but ends it all for himself with that SD with the up B. Unfortunate from the Pyro there.
Going for the footstool there, not going to connect. Instead, it will be already able to get an air off, and heavy use of the side B right now. It's looking to stay with the Pyro. I mean, Artie is at 71%. It's not a bad idea, but given how Artie has been punishing your Pyro this entire time, I'm not sure it's the best. As player from SUNY right now, getting Artie off stage, now a chance at advantage right now, going straight back to the Pyro, but good percent to do it at now. Most aerials will get a kill near ledge, but Artie getting the air drag downs. Now you're above Palutena, as Artie is just keeping them. It's a lot of single hits right here, but not enough to really finish them off.
Yep, and this is last stock for this Pyramithra, so is do or die time. Honestly, the fourth row gonna send him off stage. Let's see what he can get going. Great stuff from Artie. Realizing that ledge trap, not quite true if you go for the get up attack, so great stuff from him. But just still stuck in this corner. Jab almost killing from across the stage, and looking quite scary for Artie if he doesn't find this KO soon himself.
Ooh. Getting the parry on the last hit of that neutral B is 185%, but the Rage Explosive Flame will finish them. You weren't expecting that one, were you, SUNY? As Artie falling to their death in the blast zone before Hydra even has to make an appearance, will finish off the stragglers of the University of Albany and send NJCU forward in the bracket of the ECAC playoffs.
Yeah, definitely a very, very difficult one. Artie, really consistently being able to use that explosive flame to kind of not get ledge trapped as hard as he really should have against a character like Pyramithra. So definitely great stuff from him, and just that unfortunate SD is just tried to bet it all, wasn't able to get it. And at the end, the explosive flame, the move that really started it all and ended it really for NJCU, able to
flame.
Yep, closes it out, and great stuff from Artie. While we said for first time on stream in a while, so but great showing nonetheless.
Yeah, coming down from his mountain right there, because we had forgotten about him. We had forgotten the Artie Palutena, but even with the nerfs, never forget, still one of the top players in ECAC, still one of the best, proving it as NJCU moves on. But for now, that is as far as they will move, because the bracket will continue next week. Monday, same time, same place. Make sure you follow our Twitch down below so you are notified when that happens, and of course, notified of all of the other NJCU events going on about right now. All sorts of conference championships that NJCU made it into. Additionally, you can look at our Facebook for a lot of updates and our Instagram, and get in contact with us at the email right there. But for now, that is all we got for you. I have been Keelan Miles, casting with Taz Dragon with Aeon on production. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Take it easy out there.